Go USA! The Winter Olympics might be over, but the high will definitely remain with us for a while. This show is full of boys and girls of summer. Well, let's make that spring ball. On this edition of the Sports Desk, we'll take a look at the ladies of the Pioneer League and more. Can the two-time CIF champs Lady Saxons buzz through another postseason campaign? Plus, the Tartars are looking to show up the Pioneer League with some D1 talent. Who they got, huh? South softball played young guns last year, but can they shoot straight this season? And West baseball will start with something they haven't had in years. The Knights are building up momentum from last year. Can they peak at the right time? From the diamond, the court, and the track this spring, we've got you covered. So Torrance, it's time to get fired up because the Sports Desk starts now. Hey there and welcome back to the desk. I'm your host, Bonnie Prickitt. Before we get started with softball and baseball galore, I have to tell you the winter teams that are still standing in Torrance, so let's take a look. The Lady Knights are young and good. I said they're good, right? And they're tough to boot. Both close wins getting them to the final against Harvard Westlake. Kristen Ale gets the MVP for the semifinal win, scoring a three-pointer with less than 2 seconds on the clock. She tied, was fouled, and sank a free throw for the 1-point win. Congratulations, and have fun, Lady Knights. And on the pitch, the Lady Spartans are tearing up the postseason, trying to cap another CIF title run. Did you know that there were some folks who said they couldn't do it? Yes, there were. Tori Cooper is, of course, the leading scorer in the postseason for the Spartans. Both great 3-1 wins get them to the semis against Marymount. Good luck. And another team who had its doubters was the North Saxons. They returned to the semifinals for the second year in a row. This soccer game was a doozy, and Paul Mares scored off a header to win the games for the Saxons. They play Corona Del Mar in the next round. Now, if any of the teams win or make it to the finals, we want your videos and pictures. You can send them along. You can email me. I'll give you all the information after the show. It's time to talk a little bit of Pioneer League softball. With more than half of their starters returning from last year, Torrance softball has sky-high expectations for this season. Sports Desk reporter Brandon Ortega has our preview of the Torrance High softball team.
Torrance softball is back in action after a long offseason which began with a loss in the quarterfinals of last year's CIF playoffs. The Tartars return a large core of last year's team, but they also lost more than a few key players to graduation. Coach Don Glavich will look to senior Lauren DeCastro to take on the majority of the pitching duties. DeCastro returns to the mound this year after a stellar junior campaign.
Is coming back from a little bit of an arm injury. She didn't pitch much for us last year, but we're going to count on her to take some innings, the bulk of the innings this year. She's committed to Austin Peay University out in Tennessee, and she was very hot at the end last year with her bat, and she hit close to 400. Really going to count on those three to kind of reproduce the same type of seasons they had last year.
Well, I think that is our senior year, so we want to go out strong. And last year, the year before, sophomore year, we went to the finals and we ended up losing off of a error. So next year we wanted to do good, and then we ended up losing off of a walk-off home run. So this year we're going to try our hardest, and I think that after what we've been through, I think we can handle it. And especially us being seniors, me, Karina, Brittany, and Melanie, that we've been playing since we were so little that we can handle this to get there.
This year's squad will be heavily relying on their senior experience. Texas commit Karina Scott and San Jose State commit Brittany Helm are just two of those 8 returning seniors for the Tartars.
We put a lot of hard work and determination into this year, and we know what we're going to have to do to get it done. Like I said, we failed expectation completely last year, and we were supposed to get it done last year and the year before, but this year is going to be our year.
Head coach Don Glavich enters his 3rd season with the Tartars. Glavich is confident that his 8 seniors will be tremendous examples for the underclassmen, both on and off the field. This season, he'll be looking for those underclassmen to step up and help the Tartars achieve their championship goals.
And we've been kind of blessed having a pretty good incoming class. They've managed to meld together pretty quickly. So I think as the season rolls around, you're going to see quite a few seniors on the field and quite a few underclassmen, sophomores and freshmen taking up the other spots. Definitely a very diverse group of athletes, but I think one that's going to be pretty competitive.
As you can see, Coach Glavich has very high expectations for this year's team. The Tartars have not just a Pioneer League title in their sights, but a CIF title as well. Reporting for the Sports Desk, I'm Brandon Ortega.
Thanks, Brandon. You see the key returners. Karina Scott already committed to Texas. Brittany Helm committed to San Jose State. Lauren DeCastro committed to Austin Peay. And Mel Vasquez has yet to commit to a school, but we'll let you know when she does. The key losses, you see Mia Flores went to Eastern Kentucky. Chelsea Lim went to Biola. Katie Lynch ended up at USC. Camille Redmond ended up at Cal State Monterey Bay. We're just getting started with this preview business. Now, after the break, we'll preview the team who lost the Pioneer League 2 years in a row, but still managed to win the CIF championship.